Hey everybody, just out doing some chores. Thought I'd take you along, show you what I'm up to. First order of business was to fill this stock tank that you see behind me. We're using the hydrant that's tapped into my well for my house. I'm in basically my backyard, and we positioned the house close enough to one of these pastures so that we could tie into our well water line and run it to this hydrant, and that hydrant goes down 8 feet, and that's where the actual shutoff is way down in the ground, so it never freezes. Anyways, cut a little section of hose, and I run that hose over to the stock tank, and I think that's 35 gallons. Not exactly sure, but it's plenty of water for the 5 or 6 yearling calves that are out here, and we keep the ice out of it by using this 250 watt tank de-icer. Can you see that? I get a shot of it. There's a thermostat on it, so when it gets above freezing it shuts off and you're drawing no electricity, which is even nicer. So it works great no matter how cold the temperatures are. There's never any ice in this tank. I gotta shut it off. It's done already. Sorry for that. So anyways, that's the last thing I gotta do here, and then I'm gonna move on and do some other chores, and I'm gonna take you with and kind of show you what I'm up to. Okay, next order of business today, well, it's every day, is to come out to the lamb pen here, to our sheep. Anyways, this is inside their pen. I just built this out of some rough cut 4x4 cedars, and then I wrapped it in galvanized corrugated steel. So there's their feeder on the wall, and then I've got a bucket here for their water. So that's the main chores for these girls, is to just make sure they've got hay and water. Hey girls. Okay, another chore done. I'm gonna move on. Okay, watch for falling snow. It's kind of really nice temperatures today. Of course, we got more snow last night. It's been snowing every day. So anyways, I'm going in the hay barn here to get a few bales of hay to feed our calves that I was just filling their water tank. This is the hay barn. Okay, I'm gonna have a hard time to get the hay bales and hold the camera, but I wanted to show you where we store our hay. This is the hay barn. We've probably got I would say about 1,500 bales saved for our animals. So I'm gonna grab a couple of them and bring them out to the little feeder out there, and you can see what that looks like. All right, so we got hay in the feeder for these calves, and since it's such a nice day, they're nowhere to be found. This is their main winter shelter. I built this lean-to off of the hay barn, and it's in need of some cleaning, but I wanted to show you the calves that we've got out here. And there they are, where they don't belong. Well, we've got those pregnant cows in the milk barn, and we go in there pretty regularly to check on those guys and haul water and whatnot. And so we have to come through the barn, through the old barn door, and open up the chicken coop for the outside, their outside run area. And my little helpers came out here, and they told me that the chicken door some snow had fallen off the roof, and it shut their chicken door. So we've got some chickens that are stuck outside, some inside, and my little helpers left the door wide open to the back of the barn, and my 5-6 calves that are supposed to be out here, it looks like 2-3 of them are in the barn, except for this one. This is one of our little red Angus calves, and she is beautiful. What a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. We got this little guy, little girl actually, from another neighboring farmer that was just looking to get rid of a few of his cows, didn't want to deal with them. I was happy to take them. So now I got to figure out how to get these cows out of the barn where they don't belong. If we wanted them in here, they would never come in here because they're not. Yeah, look at here, hon. Kids left the back door open. We got cows in here. Calves. They found the hay stores, and they're just eating some alfalfa hay. So anyways, we're going to shoo these calves out of the barn, and I'll give you a little update on our cows behind me that I talked about, our pregnant girls.
It's that alfalfa hay.
Yep.
Come on, give them a
Joe
chunk.
and Bella must have left the back door open.
If you bring a chunk, watch out, Bella. You gotta go by Dad. You're gonna get ran
Come here,
over.
Bella. Come here, honey.
You're gonna get ran over.
Let's shut this gate right here.
Watch out, watch out. They're coming. Loaded. Goodbye.
All right, so that wasn't too big of a disaster. Let me get a picture of these girls. These are the red Angus, and I tried to avoid red Angus at all costs. Well, Angus in general, black or red, because I was told they were just these hateful, wild, hateful, wild cows. And we bought these from a guy that was raising them, only a handful of cows with his young family. And they did such a great job of taming them. And anyways, they are perfect fit for our small farm. I hate wild cows, and these guys are not wild at all. They're just great. So anyways, they came where they weren't supposed to. We got them out. We'll shut this back door. This is where the milk cows used to come in and out to the barn to be milked. So this is the old barnyard. So when we clean our 2 pregnant cows, when we clean that pen and the chicken coop, we wheelbarrow it out to a pile here, and I'll pick that up in the spring, and we'll get that spread out on a field somewhere or in a garden or whatever as compost. Okay, I'm in the pen again here with Belle and Claire. I'm going to give you a little update. I was told there's some progress or some changes going on the backside here of Belle. I guess there was a mucus stringer hanging. That's what I'm calling it. And I think that's a good sign. There's not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot else going on. Her udders might be getting bigger. I already told you they're massive. Hey, Belle, sorry about that. Let me just look. Okay, so I'm gonna just check to see if they're. Oh, I would say they are definitely fuller feeling, but they're gonna get wider, and they'll strut, they'll fill, and they'll push to the sides as her bag fills as she gets closer. So, anyways, that mucus stringer is kind of a good sign too that she's getting close, that some changes are happening. So hopefully a few more days, maybe. I hope I'm off of work when this happens. And our other cow, our heifer here, Claire, nothing changes, no changes there with her. But this pen is disgusting, and we're going to clean this today as well. Okay, we're at the chicken coop. Wanted to take you in here It's not looking too bad in here, but I bought the pine shavings or the sawdust, the compressed bags at the feed mill, and I'm gonna clean this pen. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, but it's ready. I like to freshen it up, makes it smell nice in here. And the dirtier the pen, the dirtier their chicken feed are, and then it goes onto their nesting boxes, and then you have more work involved in cleaning the eggs. So anyways, I got to figure out this door. I don't know if the falling snow broke my chicken door to their outside run, but anyways, I wanted to show you the coop, show you our girls. A whole bunch of them are trapped outside, so I'm gonna go fix their door. There, it's a better shot of the girls. Better yet, I'll just turn the camera on. All right. Trying to... All right, folks, I'm gonna head outside. There's my calves. Hi guys, watch out, let's go fix this chicken door. These don't belong in here. This is the maternity barn, maternity pen. Yous don't need to be in here. Boy, I love these calves. Love calves that are tame, that you can handle. I primarily raise Herefords, or we raise Herefords, and I like them. And I said never was I gonna have Angus cattle, but these guys are making a good impression for Angus on this farm. But I realized if they were born out in the pasture and with their mother, they wouldn't be this tame. But these girls and boys were raised same thing, in a small herd, and had lots of contact with kids, and they're just great. All right, I got to figure out what's going on here. So the run is pretty snow covered. Oh yeah, I can already see what happened. Yep. So my chicken door, I've got it rigged up with a hook and eye, and the hook is here and the eye was here, and when the snow fell off the roof, that eye must be underneath the snow here somewhere. So I'm gonna go find a replacement and put that back together, and we'll be back in business. Fixed. All right, folks, we got one more job, and that's all I got time to do today. I want to bring some hay out to my cows. We got 3 out here. Got a couple of Pinsgauers, and these girls just got bred this fall with the bull we rented, and anyways, well, really proud of these girls too. This one walking away we bought her from a guy about 5 years ago, and she was one of his show cows, and she is not friendly. She is not my favorite cow at this farm. But these Pinsgauers, on the other hand, I bought them from my uncle when they were calves. And again, if I can't pet my cows and kind of inspect them and check them out, make sure everything's okay with them, I don't really. I mean, I'm not really fond of that one over there, but boy, these Pinsgauers are they're just great. Great calves, great cows. Hopefully they're going to be great mamas. They're both, well, all three of these were exposed to a bull this fall. This Pinsgauer is a little bit more hesitant. They both love a good scratching. That's how I sort of win their affection. They love their necks. You know, with all this bedding in the winter time, you know, who knows what's going on in that bedding, but they get itchy, and they like to use you as a scratching post. Anyways, this one here is, like I said, she's a little bit more hesitant, but she'll definitely let you give her a good scratch. And now this short, I think these are Pinsgauers and Hereford crossed, and this girl here is a Shorthorn Hereford Simmental, and great looking body, great looking cow. But like another farmer that I watch, he says she's got a little of the devil in her, and that's the truth with this cow here. We once tried to get her AI'd, and we put her in this lean-to behind me here, and when the breeder showed up, we had a gate, one of them Sioux 16-foot gates to trap her in here, and we were going to run her down the chute and into the head gate system there behind me. And she just decided she didn't want to be handled, and she cleared that gate, jumped right out here, and away she went. And so that's why she was open this past year, because she just doesn't let you handle her. But still a good looking cow. She's given us she gave us a set of twins and a beautiful bull calf. So I'll tolerate her poor behavior for a little while longer. So anyways, I'm going to throw some hay to these girls. We got a feeder wagon out back here. It's full of snow. I got to shovel the snow out of it to get it cleaned up enough for them to eat their hay out of it. I don't like the hay to get in there and get all wet, and they'll waste it. So that's the last chore of the day. I hope you enjoyed following me around the farm and doing some chores, and we'll bring you updates on those two pregnant girls in the barn as any more updates happen. Otherwise, thanks for watching, folks. Have a good one.